So today we'll be looking at the new Documents Templates feature that we just released. So in order to do that, I'll show you how to go into the back end. So organization settings here, it's an option that you will see as long as you're an administrator for your D3M account. So I'll go ahead and click on organization settings. First thing I'll notice when I get to organization settings is that black bar over here turned into blue. That's just always a good indicator that you are into the organization settings. So I'll go here and click on templates because that's what we're talking about today. And you'll notice that I do have two organization document templates here that are already published. They'll either be published or not published. I mean, not published means that you have a chance to kind of create it, put it together, and when you're ready to share it with the rest of your company, that's when you can go ahead and publish it. So we'll go into an example here that I've already created called a sales proposal. So this is where you'd actually go ahead and publish that when you're ready. I can always make changes and republish it when I'm ready to update those to everyone else. But you'll notice that there's the cover page, and then we can get into a proprietary statement, things like that. This is kind of our company statement that we typically use. Then you get into sort of, a cover letter. I've sort of indicated for my users that, these are the yellow sections I expect them to fill out and change, for the specific project. But all this content is kind of preloaded to save them a bunch of time and also to make our proposals to customers look a lot more consistent, right? So we just kind of have a bit about us, why Teldio, who we work with. Notice I even have an animated GIF here that kind of shows all the different customers we have, so that'll be nice when we're sharing it with a customer live. And then we get into the proposal, how the system will work, and then we'd get into the solution configuration. So this is where we'd actually showcase the diagram. Right now it shows as a placeholder because we're in a template, but when we get into a specific project, that's when you're going to actually see the specific diagram relating to that project. And then same goes if I go down here for the fleet map placeholders, that it'll automatically list all of that fleet map information. So that's the really nice thing, is that your sales reps or your employees will be able to put together a project and then basically click on documents and create one. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So assuming you're happy with this, we'd go ahead and republish it. Now it's available to everyone. I can go back to my D3M overview page here, my project index, and then click on a specific project. So we'll look at the Brook Street Hotel project here. Now what you're going to notice is that it's a project that I've already created in the past. So I already have sort of all of my diagram done and everything like that, all my fleet map information put together. So what I'm going to do is just go into documents here, click on create a new document, and what you'll see is that I now have these two templates to select from, the two that we added. So you can add as many as you want, and basically your users would go ahead and say, okay, I'm putting together a sales proposal. I will select the sales proposal template and then click create. And what that does is basically generates a starting point for their document. So you remember it had that cover page, then it had the proprietary statement, about the company, and they can go in here and start making changes. For example, let's say that we're working with, with Dave is the name of our customer here. You can start making changes, and it's just really indicating where those users should make those changes. So I would fill this out, make all the changes, and if you remember correctly, down here we have the diagram placeholder that was there. Well, it's automatically put in the diagram, and keep in mind that any changes that get made to the diagram will be updated automatically in here. So it's kind of nice that you have that placeholder that automatically fills it up. And then if I keep scrolling down here, you also have the equipment listing. So here we could select to show specific items, or in this case, I'm just going to show all of the equipment that's in there. Load all the fleet maps, and of course this will also update as the project evolves. So if we add more radios or move radios, these fields will actually get changed and updated as that project evolves. And that is document templates. Thanks a lot.